So, backstory for the role play: Maya is a 15-year-old high school freshman. Her current grades are dropping, and she's in danger of failing some of her classes. She's a track athlete for the school as well as for an athletic club, encouraged by her father. Maya's parents are divorced, and she sees her father every other weekend. She's also dating the football hopeful of the school, a junior named Jack. Her counselor has called her in to figure out what's going on and to see why her grades are failing, because this is unusual behavior for Maya.
All right. Hi, Miss Steely. You wanted to see me? Am I in trouble?
No, not at all. Your teachers mentioned that your grades were slipping, so I just wanted to check in with you and see what was going on.
I don't really know what's going on with my grades. I mean, I'm trying my best. I'm just a little tired from practicing and going to trainings every day, so maybe.
Right. You're like a pretty accomplished track star, from what I hear. Has track affected your grades before?
No, not really that I can think of.
Do you think you're practicing more than usual?
No, not really. It's kind of been the same consistent schedule, off season, preseason, and post. So,
Hmm. Is anything else going on? Like, how are things at home?
let me think. Nothing really seems unusual. I mean, my parents share custody of me, so they've been divorced for 3 years now. So my dad takes me to my track meets because my mom just doesn't understand it. She just doesn't really care. My dad gets it. He's the one that pushes me and wants what's best for me. I mean, he just loves me. And Jack doesn't really get it either. He just gets upset because we can't really see each other because of all my training. But training is super important to me.
Is Jack your boyfriend? How long have you guys been together?
Yeah, not really long. I would say a couple months, but it's hard because we started dating right before like my actual track meet started, so I just don't have a lot of time for him. But I want to see him though. I really care for him, and I'm afraid that he's gonna break up with me any minute. Sometimes I tell my mom I'm doing homework, and then I go hang out with Jack. My dad would never believe me, but my mom's kind of a pushover.
Why do you think Jack's gonna leave you?
I'm not sure. Ever since I started dating in like the 8th grade, I've always been kind of afraid of being dumped. So my last two boyfriends, I broke up with them first to make sure that they didn't break up with me. But the commitment kind of scared me a little, and they didn't understand my running commitments either. So
That makes sense. It's definitely something that you're passionate about. But yeah, like you're very committed to track, which is, I mean, wonderful. But you said you kind of fear commitment in relationships. Why do you think that might be?
um, yeah, I know it kind of sounds weird, but track is different to me. Track has been my life. It's all I've ever really known. Um, I mean, my dad wouldn't let me quit track either. I have to make it to the Olympics. Like that's our goal. That's what we've been working so hard for. I don't think he'll ever forgive me if I just drop it, something that I've been working so hard for. He just wants what's best for me all the time, which doesn't really leave much time for real relationships like I see my friends have and like everybody, but I've never really felt this way before about anyone except for Jack. I don't know. He makes me think maybe I want commitment now, but I can't get over the fear that he'll leave. It's just always in my head.
That sounds really tough. Yeah, I know. I know that your parents were divorced in middle school, and we met a bunch last year as part of the like freshman counseling program, but we never really got into that. Like, how was it for you when your parents got divorced?
Yeah, I guess it was kind of whatever. Like you always hear like your friends like, oh, their parents are divorced. You never really think it's gonna happen to you. And then it does. I don't know, their dynamic was just funky. My mom doesn't understand that my dad wants what's best for me and everyone. So she just kind of shut him out and then he left. Left us, I guess you can say. Shouldn't even try to get him to stay, which I don't understand why. I mean, I overheard her telling my aunt on the phone that he was abusive, but he didn't hit anybody. Like, he never hit me or everyone. He just yells because he cares. So I don't know.
So that sounds really stressful. Does yelling, so for like you, yelling means that someone is caring for you?
Yeah, I mean, he's just really passionate about it. So he's passionate about it, so it just comes out that way that he's like yelling, but I guess it's just better that they're apart now. Although now that I think about it, right around their divorce, I started having these like really weird dreams.
What kind of dreams?
Like I'll be running and I'm like running towards my dad, but he keeps getting fast. He keeps going faster and faster and further away from me, and I can never catch up, which is weird because like I sprint, so I'm able to catch anybody. But or sometimes in my dreams I oversleep and I miss practice, and it stresses me out.
Huh. Do you think like so the dream started like right around the divorce? Do you think they could be related to your feelings at all?
Mm, I never really thought about it that way. Maybe. Most of my dreams consist of me like about running, my dad. I don't know, usually really scary. But I know my dad loves me. When I don't run fast, he kind of shuts me out. Like, I mean, once he made me walk home from a track meet because I didn't meet my PR. But that's just to motivate me, help me like self-reflect and give me time. I know it's to make me get better in the long run. My mom didn't forgive him for that.
How far did you have to walk?
It's pretty far, like 15, 20 miles.
Wow. Did that reflection time help you?
I never really thought of it that way, kind of, because I just always want to beat my PR, so I was just using that time to think.
So it sounds like when you don't do as well as you were supposed to in track, your dad kind of starts shutting you out a little bit.
Hmm, I don't, maybe? It's just like the yelling, it's just because he cares. So I don't think he would ever give up on me, well, unless I quit running altogether. I don't think he would tolerate it that well. I mean, like I said, our goal is to get to the Olympics. That's why I'm kind of skipping the homework and the study groups to spend time with Jack, and then I can't miss a single practice. It's always been like this. I don't know any different. I've known since probably preschool that I was going to go be an Olympic runner. So I just train every day. And it's just like with Jack, it's starting to feel like I have to pick him and track. And so I'm just scared he's going to leave and go with some other girl that has more time.
Wow, that sounds really hard. So what I'm hearing you say is that you're afraid if you don't spend more time with Jack that he'll leave, but you're afraid that if you cut back on your running that your dad will shut you out. Is that what your words were?
Yeah, it's just exhausting. I get so tired, and I have so much tension around like my running and then like schoolwork now. It's never really been my choice. I've never had a choice. Like I guess my dad saw like potential in me, so it's just been running, it's been track. Like I couldn't do gymnastics or dance if I wanted to. And like my brother doesn't play sports, so my dad doesn't really talk to him. They don't get along. And even though my parents have split custody of us, my brother usually stays with my mom most of the time. Um, and I'm kind of scared that will happen to me. He maybe will want me to go over or just not really care to pick me up. I don't want to lose my dad, and I don't want to be a failure. It's just not me. I'm too competitive. I've always been afraid that I'm not good enough. Like, I don't know. That's why I think Jack will leave me. I can't have both things that I love.
That sounds like a lot to be carrying. I'm so sorry. It must be really hard to feel that way. Um, I hate to have to end it this way, but our time's up. Period 5 is about to start, and we both know how important it is for you to be in class. Um, I would suggest maybe you keep a journal of your dreams for this next week, like write down when you first wake up when they're fresh in your mind. And then next week during our session when we meet, like maybe we can just look a little deeper into what's going on.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. That works. Yeah, I've just been having a lot of strange dreams, so I can do that.
All right, perfect. So I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Miss Shelley.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks. Bye.